Hello everyone, welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. Don't worry, okay, the Allianz Arena usually is around the edges, but I'm tired of using it, so it's not even cool, alright? We're done with it. We're just going with my full-on face and the layout. It's nice, I think it looks cleaner. Hopefully everyone likes it, but we're talking about Benjamin Pavard. This season, I don't think there's been a better signing. I mean, who did we sign? Coutinho, Perisic, Mikel Cousins, and Lucas Hernandez. In terms of last summer, we signed Pavard and Hernandez around the same time. They were announced before the transfer window even opened. So technically, yeah, they signed with us just a few months before the transfer window. Yeah, but they weren't part of the club. They had to wait to join it. So, yeah, they're still part of the transfer window. That's what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, we did sign Benjamin Pavard and Lucas Hernandez and Mikel Cousins and Philippe Coutinho and also Ivan Perisic. And I think out of the bunch, Pavard has been our best signing this season. He really has been. Off the fact that everyone else has been low-key crap and also inconsistent, Pavard has definitely shown himself to have certain traits. I criticize Pavard. His attacking is crap. He's not an attacking right back. I enjoy attacking right backs. He's not an overly great dribbler. He actually is around the same with Boateng in terms of dribbles completed per 90 minutes. He's not an exceptional defensive type of right back where he's just going to make all the recovery. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have the striking pace. But what he does, he gives you the solid performances. He gives you that. He has that in his game. And I think for what he was brought in to do, he's actually overperformed. Because Pavard was not brought in to be our starting right back week in, week out. Unless at the time we knew Kimmich was going to move to midfield, then that would make sense. But for me, I feel like he played too many minutes, to be completely honest with you. At the beginning, the guy just got straight into the lineup. No chance for him to just fit into the structure of the club because Bayern Munich and Stuttgart, the level goes up incredibly high. I remember watching Pavard in the World Cup and I was like, yeah, this guy is just, he's okay. And then we were linked to him and obviously you go in your head, dang, okay, we want him now. And I was watching it, the World Cup, it was just, France just had this killer system and he fit in it really well. Him and Lucas Hernandez. And I was like, damn, we getting France's best fullbacks. But then they're going to play center back. We all actually thought Pavard was going to play center back. I did think he would. But that hasn't really been a mainstay. I'm looking at who scored now. He's played 6 games at center back. But obviously, you know, just it's maybe 50 minutes or maybe 30 minutes. Maybe someone got subbed off and he had to go to center back. He's played a few minutes at center back, definitely. But obviously, right back is his position, and it looks like he does have that position on lockdown. You know what? I don't think Kimmich wants to play right back ever again in his career, and therefore, Pavard is going to be our right back. And a lot of people are saying he could also be a center back. I don't think Pavard would be a center back unless we got the right back that, just the mold of a right back that I want, like a Hakimi, where you can improve his defensive qualities, but his overall game is so top level already. Unless you do that, I don't think you change Pavard to center back. And even if you did change Pavard to center back, who is he going to replace? Is it Niklas Süle? Is it Jerome Boateng? You'd have to get rid of Boateng if you wanted to make that happen. So I think Pavard is going to stay as a right back, and he's done well as a right back, and he keeps doing well. He scored just before the Fortuna Düsseldorf game. I think Pavard was our top scorer. That's how crazy we'd been playing. Pavard was our top scorer. I think Lewa then scored, and now he's back to being our top scorer since the restart. By the way, not for the entire season. Obviously, Lewandowski is our top scorer. He's actually, second in Europe all this season. So he is the top scorer. But I mean, since the restart of the Bundesliga, Pavard has been our top scorer. And that's amazing. It's really, really cool. He just started scoring. Ow, actually, never mind. That one own goal does not count. Yeah, so that was pretty irrelevant. But for me, I did feel as if at the beginning of the season, Niko Kovac was playing Pavard, the same team every single day. There was no rotation. There was absolutely nothing. And it did play a part, because now we've seen he's taken a little break, and all of a sudden he's actually looking like he fits the system we're trying to play. I think Hansi Flick, the reason. So why would anyone decide to fly an airplane, right? When people are still flying planes, I thought we had this world crisis going on. Why are people flying planes? All right, but at the time, I think he just jumped into the system. And Bayern Munich is different, like I said, from Stuttgart. So it did play a major part in him, and you can see he's definitely improved a lot of aspects of his game, where a lot of people, not just myself, was going, oh, this guy's not good at going forward. He's just really not. Only thing he really does for us at the right back position, only thing he did do before this restart was win headers. And he did get skinned a lot, I'm going to be honest. But the thing with Pavard is, he'll give you that. He has the passion as well. I don't know what this guy, I think he keeps trying to score the exact same goal he did at the World Cup. That's a 1 in a billion goal. But I think he has scored a volley already. But you saw, I think, was it last weekend or this weekend? The weekend that just passed. I think he had a shot outside the box. He was trying to get that volley. He keeps trying it, which is, imagine if he scores it. Oh my goodness, that's just going to be deja vu all over again. Because he scored that goal in a World Cup semifinal. And, you know, he could score it in the Champions League semifinal. And that means we win the, whatever. But Pavard definitely does bring that different aspect. You know, a lot of people are like, Bayern Munich need experience. Bayern Munich need experience. Ivan Perisic experience. Pavard's 24 and he's already won a World Cup. What other experience are you talking about? Because the ultimate experience is the one where you win something big and are a part of it. He played almost every single game for France at the World Cup. He was influential in how they played as a team. France were a defensive team. Like, people don't realize that. France soaked up pressure and hit on the break. That's how you win the World Cup a lot of the times. You're not there like playing tiki-taka football for 90 minutes straight. You just can't really do that. But the way France played, it fit the mold of Pavard. The clear the ball quickly, you know, the just simple passes. And that's what we're seeing with Pavard in the team, right? He's not going to get past 5 players, not make 3 people like Alphonso Davies, and put in a sexy ball like David Beckham. He's not going to do that, but he will bring you that no-nonsense aspect of it, that intelligent reading in tight situations. And I think he's done that extremely well. Now, considering just where we're at and where we've been in the past 2 years, you can even make the argument that since 2018, he's been our best signing. Since Goretzka, I think Goretzka in the last 2 years has been our best signing. At least he's in the top 2 for me, because a lot of people like to criticize Goretzka, but he's actually been so exceptional for... Oh, never mind! Wait, no, but Davies came before Pavard did, didn't he? Oh, crap. Oh, I forgot who Fonzie was for a sec. Oh, of course he's our signing of the... But Alphonso Davies came in 2018. Pavard came in 2019. That's what I'm trying... That's what I'm going with this. So, yeah, obviously, yes, Davies is amazing, and he only started playing last... But to be... Wait, did he join the team? Nah, but we already signed him in 2018, didn't we? Wait, we signed him in January. No, but... Oh, God, wait. Hold on. Alright, so last season, we knew we were signing Alphonso Davies. The MLS season ends in... See, I'm confused here. When did we get Davies? I could just look this up. It would take me less time than thinking about it, actually. So, nah. Wait, if we signed Alphonso... Yeah, what I mean by signing is like, we signed Davies in January 2019. Nah. That's when he joined us. But we actually legitimately, like, he joined the team in January, right? Like, he joined and started training. I don't think he was even, I don't know. Dang it, man. What happened with Davies' transfer? No, but a few months, we pretty much had like a confirmed, like he was coming. We already had Instagram posts in 2018. Hold on, let me go on Alphonso Davies' Instagram. Alright? We already had confirmation that Davies was coming. So, nah. Come on, man. Nah, come on. That's... Am I right here? Alright, let me go all the way down. Davies... When is... Okay. 96... July! Exactly! July 25th, 2018. He came 2 years ago. What? Davies... See, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, he joined properly. Like, he got the fee, everything. Like, he had a Bayern shirt without his name on it. But he officially joined us, like, 6 months after that. So, that's where that's at. But he was still with the Vancouver Whitecaps, actually playing week in, week out. And that's when I really... No, before we were linked to him. And I started watching a little bit of him. And I started knowing, oh, this guy... And I made a video on the old BayernNow channel about how Davies... It's actually called How Will Alphonso Davies Play for Bayern? The most viewed video on that channel, I think. With 16 subscribers. You can actually search BayernNow, this channel's name, and you probably find it. But it basically outlined some of the things I thought with Davies. And that... I was like, oh, he works so hard and he has so much determination. It's like I was freaking imagining he'd be world class as he is now. But yeah, definitely Davies has been our best signing in the last 2 years. But for me, in the last year, Pavard, since 2019 in the summer, the window, Davies had already joined us. He was already announced literally a year before last January because it was this is 2020. Davies has been here for almost 2 years. So... That's the thing. Pavard's been here for a year. So, definitely, even Pavard was announced before the transfer window, to be fair. But for me, he's been our best signing over the last 2 years. He's proven the most to me, if I'm being honest. He's definitely shown me that he can do it. And one thing that, oh God, everyone knows I hate this. I hate injuries. Pavard has actually managed to stay fit. I think at the time, I was actually watching Stuttgart when Pavard was... No. Was I watching... No. I was watching a few Stuttgart matches. But he got injured in December, I think, Pavard. Let me look at this. Yeah, he got injured in around December. And, wait. When did we sign Pavard too? God dang. Dang it, man. This is so confusing. I love how I'm doing this on stream. When did we sign Pavard? No, like... Okay, yeah, he joined us on July. Yeah, that's what it says. That's the transfer window. But we signed him like literally a couple months before he actually joined us. And I think I watched one game where he played. And I was like, okay, right? Okay, that's what I do with all our players, by the way. Don't think I'm not going to watch Ajax games when they return just to see Sergino Dest. Don't think I have watched literally Leverkusen. And so... Don't think if we were linked to Callum Hudson-Odoi and I watched Chelsea more than I've ever watched Chelsea in my life because I was like, oh, here's a player we're gonna get. Leroy Sané I already knew about because I was like, oh man, yeah, I literally it's almost like Bayern's board was reading my mind when they're doing these signings because we weren't even close to linked to Sané. This was after the World Cup, right? Beginning of last 2 years ago, 2018. That's crazy. It's been this long. I was like, oh man, I was watching Man City like when they played Liverpool and all these things and they were winning the Premier League. I was like, dang, I wish we had a player like Sané, right? Gnabry was playing well at the time. I was like, dang, I wish we had a player like Sané who could have that level of, X factor to us and Bayern in general. And I always was like, oh, I wish we signed a player like that. And then, literally... Few months later, I've been, watching Sané. I kept an eye on the guy because I liked him as a player, how he moved on the pitch. I was always wondering why Pep wasn't playing him. Watching City play, especially big games like Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal, etc. Sané was always so influential in every single minute he played. So I was always confused why Sterling was playing over Sané, especially in bigger matches. And all of a sudden, Bayern Munich interested in Leroy Sané. And then I'm like, oh, that's cool. We're interested all the time. We're LinkedIn, LinkedIn FC. We're linked to everybody. Connections, new connection. That's what we are. We hand out connections and invite people to be interested to us. So, and then our board came out and started talking about Sane publicly. And then it was Kimmich. And then it was Goretzka. And then it was a normal Instagram post about if Sane wanted to be here, he'd be here. And then I saw Goretzka, flirting with Sane. And I was like, dang, this could work. And then, obviously, he got injured. And that's this channel, the fourth most popular, one of the most popular videos for a long time on this channel was a video about how Leroy Sané faked his injury to secure a Bayern move. Because at the time, I was like, it didn't even look that big of a deal. The next day, right, Sané was walking like a normal guy. So I was like, oh, this might be just, maybe he's actually faking an injury. But then they say, oh, he had an ACL rupture. And then to make it even more annoying, it pissed me off so much. He actually went to a Bayern Munich doctor, a doctor that does a lot of surgeries for Bayern players. So I was like, oh yeah, he's joining, even though he was injured. And then we find out, obviously, the injury was longer and that he would be out till like January. And I was like, yeah, maybe we'll get him in the January window because the transfer window had ended. Actually, and then we just signed Coutinho and Perisic out of nowhere. I didn't even get a chance to make a video on them because we signed Coutinho, and then I think a few days later we signed Perisic on loan. So it was just too much going all over the place. But, I mean, I'm just reliving all our transfer windows. But that's what happens with Bayern. We get our hopes up, like, oh, yeah, we're signing all these players. And then we end up getting some Perisic, who is in trouble at Inter Milan. No one wants him, and we want him. I think Perisic, to be fair, was a Niko Kovac signing. There is no way Bayern Munich decided, hey, let's get Ivan Perisic on loan. We could have legitimately signed any other winger in the world or loaned any other come on, we could have kept James. I mean, James left on because he wanted to go to Real Madrid and prove himself, and now he isn't, and it's crazy to me that he left us. I can't believe the guy was like, oh, I want to go to Real Madrid's boyhood club. Some stupid, now he's going to Everton or something. Now he could have been here and probably improved under Hansi Flick, but now we'll never see that. But, man, looking at it, right, we did do some panic signings, and Pavard definitely has been the best signing over the last year. He's proven that he can stay fit. The guy's injury record is impeccable. I think the only injury that he ever got that was big was the one in December, like I said. And that, for me, just shows me his determination. I keep thinking to myself, some of this is mental. Injuries are very mental, guys. It's not as just, oh, your body sucks, so that's why you're gonna... Why is it the same players picking up the same type of injuries? Why? Why does Cristiano Ronaldo never pick up an injury? What's the similarities between Lewandowski, Ronaldo, Lionel Messi? Messi does not look like, oh, the guy's in the gym every second, but it looks like people... I'm hearing stories of how Messi sleeps like half the entire day. I'm like, what? How he recovers and he sleeps a lot, and I'm like, dang, this guy's recovery system. He's literally sleeping just to make sure his body doesn't get injured. And people wonder how Messi always stays fit for especially big games, especially when Barcelona are playing day after day in Champions League semifinals and group stages, etc., while also playing in the Copa del Rey and Super Copa de España. You think about that, Messi staying fit. And I'm like, why? How? Even when he gets injured, Messi, it's never like he's out for sometimes he's out for an entire half a season and he comes back and bags goals. That's what Lionel Messi's on. But the similarities with Lewandowski, even Alphonso Davies, we're seeing a mental difference. Davies always talks about how he wants to keep his body fit and stay strong and stay healthy. And then you get players that I don't know, man. I just don't know. I'm really freaking confused and annoyed, irritated every single time. Where it's just it. It's just it. So, jeez. Yeah, but thank you to Pavard for actually giving me a bit of just normality, man. Because Sané, we're talking about Sané so much. I'm tired of talking about Sané because, I mean, if Sané joined, he's definitely just going to be our signing of decade or something, because legit, he'd just automatically be. We will remember, people gotta remember this. We will think of Sane and go, that's our signing of the decade. Like, that's the guy that put us on the map. Not like he put us on the map. I'm saying because Sane has a brand. The guy has like 6 million followers on social media. He has a reputation. People are going to want to watch that type of player. Sane is like your Kylian Mbappe. People talk about Havertz being the German Mbappe, but Sane is on another level. Sane is better than Mbappe. If I'm being honest, they have the same level of pace. They kind of bring similar traits. I think Sane has more to his game other than just scoring tap-in. Sane can actually shoot and finish better than Mbappe. Sane's finishing is lethal, guys. Have you seen how this guy puts it between players' legs like he's their wives? God dang, it's crazy. He's giving them head with the ball. That's crazy. Someone needs to sort out Sane because he's moving sus. But thank you everyone so much for watching this video. It's been a very good video. I'll make more on the transfers especially. But thank you everyone so much for watching. Mia san mia and peace.